What I found was that Bubs had developed a bit of a bad habit, so my attention turned to concocting a Motodad experiment to see if it was something that I could fix. So this problem was a pretty simple one. Daniel kept looking back over his shoulder in the middle of the race. Matter of fact, he was spending so much time worrying about the rider behind him that he was forgetting about the rider in front of him, which obviously makes it kind of hard to win races. When I asked around at the track, I found that quite a few of the other parents had dealt with this issue as well, but nobody really knew how to fix it aside from just telling them, "How about new?" So I came up with a two-part plan. The first part was to enter him in a class that was so much faster than he was that he wasn't going to have to worry about riders behind him because there probably wouldn't be any. Unless they were lapping him, of course. The second part was to coin a little term around our house I like to call seek and destroy. A term that, as you'll see in this video, they got a little bit annoyed with. But my theory was if I could drill it into their skulls like in O'Reilly's commercial, it might just stick with them throughout the race. And in spite of its threatening tone, all it really means is, once the gate drops, your sole focus needs to be to seek out the rider in front of you and destroy them. Pass them. Anyways, here's how the day went. What's today's motto?
Seek and destroy.
What?
Seek and destroy.
Is that your war face?
Like risk. I don't think they're ready for the shit. Take a flight to Cali for the bid. They don't ever wanna see me win. That's a lot of conversation. See me going up, I'm off the grid. Wanna make a couple millions for my kids. Always walking to the money, never slid. Only telling all the truth, I never fit.
You sound like a fatty. What? I'm not a fatty. You're 78 pounds. I'm mining coal.
You're mining coal?
And I'm mining iron.
Cool.
And I got 36 of it.
Oh, nice.
I got 15 pieces.
Cool. What's today's motto?
Seek and destroy.
Bub. Yeah, good job.
Yo, mama's so ugly. That when Santa came down the chimney, he said, "Oh, holy shit!" Can I tell another one?
Okay.
I'm gonna copy this little kid. Why are chickens so funny?
Why?
Because.
That's funny. Last time when you were doing that big berm? Yeah? Remember how nervous you used to be on the little berm at our house? Yeah. And now how is the big berm in Lewiston on the big track?
It was good.
Yeah, you were kicking butt on that one, man. Third gear pinned. You were going around that baby like 30 miles an hour. That's like half as fast as we're going now. Old Daniel Eller was a buckskin belly and a rubber butt.
Spend some money, do some shit for the fame.
Right when we get there, am I gonna get on my bike and start racing?
It'll probably be a bit.
I don't.
It's fucking packed.
I'm from Canada and not the States. Say I'm working way too hard, I need a break. Bitch, I'm like a boat, I'm like the way. Need to slow down, that's just what they say. Shit.
To sing the national anthem, okay? They used to do that at baseball games. Everybody sung it. They don't do it anymore. We're doing it tonight, okay? You got. Can you see by the dawn's early light, how proudly we hailed
At the twilight's last gleaming, blue stripes and bright stars through the endless night. O'er ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed, and the roses fed the air, and upon steaming air they grew through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Yeah! Woo!
the spirit. spirit lives within these kids. Race number 1, the 250 juniors, 250
we're going down.
intermediates. It's coming up next.
I'm on a road now, Santa's making lists, bitch. These what they want, see, but they don't ever say shit. Back to the basics, you gotta keep your patience. Risk, I don't think they're ready for the shit.
How do you think it's gonna go?
It's gonna go even.
Yeah? Even? There's gonna be a 15-way tie?
Wanna make a couple million for my kids. Always walking through the money, never slid. Only telling all the truth, I never fib. Careful what you say, cause you on a front line. Yeah, we going quick, moving like a timeline. Yeah, I got a lot of enemies that try to take control of me. So I put it in the past so they won't notice me shit. That ain't doing shit. Got a lot of people who always gotta switch. Make a bit of money, but I ain't close to rich. Gotta catch a flight, but they say that I'm a risk. Like I need to slow down, that's just what they say. Shit, I'm on a road now, Santa's making.
What happened? Chain pop off? Oh. The back end locked up. Weird. Here, let's get off the track here. Thanks, guys. Oh, shit. It's got a rock. Oh, there's a rock right here. I wonder. Ah, damn it. All right, buddy. We gotta get you ready. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Okay, so. Yeah, that's exciting, wasn't it? Dude, you were doing awesome. Way to go, buddy. I'm proud of you. Here, I'll get you started. Right to the front, okay? Real fast. Go.
Risk, I don't think they're ready for the shit. Take a flight to Cali for the bid. They don't ever wanna see me win. That's a lot of conversation.
Okay. Kill it, man. Dude, awesome. You did great.
Risk, wanna make a couple millions for my kids. Always walking to the money, never.
You a belly button smeller?
I prefer armpits though.
Yeah, hips are good. I can't.
I'm gonna walk over here, otherwise we're both getting excited.
Past me, I tried to get in front of him, and I was cranking up my throttle, and then I went really fast, and then.
What I'm gonna say on those, you have to stand up, Kate. You have to. You can't sit on your bike. Otherwise, you're gonna end up going face forward.
Yeah, buddy, that's gonna hurt you.
It's gonna end up fucking you off.
You'll end up hitting the handlebars and going over. You need to stand up.
Well, I slowed down and I don't crash.
No, it wasn't here though.
I'm just saying, Kaden, you'll better control the bike if you stand up. I don't know anything. I didn't used to ride at all. I don't know anything. You know.
Yeah.
If you don't know
just
anything,
Tightening the chain.
is all.
Kid's a smart ass.
Oh, I wonder who. Yeah,
Oh, what? Daniel said something?
yeah.
That's my boy. Lining up for race 12, and then Bubs is up next.
what?
I was just saying they're lining up because you're race 13. You're in that class, the 50 open class.
Yeah.
All right, gonna have some fun. Oh no, we got stuck. Seek and destroy!
A few moments later.
Pretty funny, these two kids wanted to come back and do a little night of partying, swimming in the hotel pool and all that jazz, but as soon as we get home, or get back to the hotel, look where they ended up. And look at this shit. Oh, fucking Adrian. Adrian on the Bible. Saturday, get into a little light reading before passing out. So how'd the experiment go? I think both were a success. To what degree is debatable. First, not sure if riding with the faster clasp helped his rear view problem specifically, but it definitely had a positive effect on his overall riding. I've heard that faster riders have a tendency to pull slower riders around the track, and this definitely turned out to be the case with us. And it's actually had a pretty lasting effect on him.
Isn't that special?
As far as the seek and destroy mantra goes, Bubs might have been a bit annoyed with it at first, but in the months after this, I've not only heard him mutter it once or twice to himself at the gates, but I've heard him repeat the mantra to other younger riders as well. Anyways, I'm going to chalk that one up to a win. If any of you more experienced riders or coaches have any insights or tricks that you've learned in the past, we'd love to hear them. You can even check out the full unedited races here, and then let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching TRYD. We really appreciate it. Cheers.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of bird.